really cool. What have you two done here for the young? This is beautiful.
So we decided we needed some positivity here at the protest, and nothing connects a community like skateboarding. So we put the word out that we were looking for skateboards and a ramp, and it came together.
And you two are friends before this, or did you meet here in Wellington?
No, we actually connected back at Auckland during the protest after the first lockdown. And then we just kind of stayed in touch, and I came down here at the start of the protest, and I called up Tanya and said, "You got to come down." And she just flew down, and now we're doing it. So.
And Harry, did you meet Tanya through skating?
No, so I'm not a skateboarder. I'm just
Well, now
keen.
you are.
Oh no, apparently I am now. Nah, I'm just keen to support her, and like she's talented and she connects kids, and it's awesome. So.
What do you love about it? Tell me what else, because what she's done here is incredible for our young who've been so demoralised.
No, I think it's just the way she interacts with kids, and she's got such a good nature about her. You can just tell straight away. You can trust her. Yeah, and I think that's what we need in New Zealand right now. Like, just everyone around is in good spirits, and you can just tell straight away.
This must be so healing for the people that you're doing this for. What are they saying to you, Tanya, when they come here and it's this joyful? Have they given you feedback?
Well, the mums get a break,
Yeah.
and the kids, some of the kids, they don't really understand what's going on, and they didn't really choose to be here.
Yes.
So this is giving them something that they're enjoying
They
doing.
can focus. So how did you go about it? Tell us what you did.
Well, I came down, and I talked about how skateboarding is cool and how I can't really run my business the way I used to.
Yes, because take us in there. You had a skateboarding school.
Well, it's still running, Aroha Skate, but I didn't get vaccinated.
Yes.
And so I've had to step back and let the other coaches run it.
Tanya, how did that feel? This is your love.
It's another thing that I've had to let go of, just like every other person here.
Did you go through anger and grief with that?
At first, yes, a lot. But it was kind of a push that I needed to move up north and go live in a caravan and work remotely. So I live in a nice little caravan on a hill, and I do all the admin from there. And the coaches run the schools in Auckland, and up north there's a homeschooling group, and they want lessons, so.
This is the Kiwi way, Harry, isn't it? You put an obstacle in front of Kiwis, put blooming Mount Everest in front of us, and we'll find a way over it.
100%. No doubt in my mind, yeah.
So you've been helping set this up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so take us back. Yeah, take us back to how you both set this up. Who did you approach when you came down?
Do you want to explain that?
Well, Tanya has a skate school in Auckland called Aroha Skate. She was down here, and we're thinking, like, what can we do to contribute to especially the young people down here that are going through this stuff?
Yeah.
And she has a talent of skateboarding. You can skate anywhere, you can set up anywhere. So we reached out to Backdoor, and they donated us, or shout out to Backdoor, by the way. They donated us 12 skateboards, helmets. One of our friends, Michaela Dakin, who we're staying with, she had a friend that had the skate ramp in the background here, and we picked that up this morning in the ute. Started an Instagram page, did some shout outs, and yeah, we just like let it roll as it coming in. Kids started approaching us, and as long as their parents were here with us, then jump on the board and they ride. So.
And how many boards have you got?
We've got 12 boards and helmets now.
And anyone can come and use them if their parents are okay with it, if they're young.
Yep, but we are putting the word out for more ramps.
Brilliant. So what would you like? Put it out now.
Well, a half pipe would be ideal. But if we can get more quarter pipes, more boxes, rails, any skaters around that can donate anything at all, and hands.
Because it must be so good for kids your age. Harry, what's it been like to have this exclusion brought in by this government for your age group?
Well, my experience is I was a squash player, and I was getting back into my squash full time, and told by my club I can't come back, and like that, going to a gym, it's just like, it's heartbreaking, to be honest. Like, it's just something you rely on, a part of your like everyday life that kind of gets you motivated for stuff, and not be able to come into a club that you spent your whole life playing at because you're not vaccinated. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. So. And
for both of you, the courage, Tanya, for you to have the courage to say, I'm not putting something in my body that I don't want in my body. What gave you that courage? At what age are you?
I'm 21.
21. What gave you that incredible courage?
Well, my body's the limit. If I don't have control over my own body, then what do I have control over?
Beautiful.
So.
And Harry, for you, what gave you the courage to be true to that?
I think what Tanya said is, I couldn't agree more with that. It's my body, and I just felt that my intuition was saying that this is not for me, and I'm going to stay true to who I am, so I'm not going to fold to anyone else and what they want for me.
And did you both go through exclusion from friendship groups? Did you find that, Harry?
Yep, I went through some exclusion, and then being around mates that were normalising that conversation in front of you, saying that it's just how it is, man, this is how it is. And then obviously that was hard, but then even though this experience has been tough, it's actually been the best experience because I've connected with like Tanya and other people, so it's actually brought me closer to people that I should be with in my life, which is kind of the silver lining of the whole thing. Yeah.
Are you finding that too, Tanya? A lot of people are saying you find your tribe, you find your family.
Yeah.
You do. It kind of brings us all together, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's fuzzy, yeah.
What does that mean, your tribe? It's kind of people with similar values, isn't it?
People with similar values, people who have learned similar lessons, people who want similar things out of life.
Yeah, it's that also that thought that in order to have the great rewards, you have to go through tough times sometimes. Did you each go into quiet times of depression and feeling down, or
Yeah.
what did you feel, Tanya?
Well, I was in Auckland during all those lockdowns, and I was sitting in my room, and one day there was like 11 hours on my laptop, and that was that I was like, what am I doing with my life? I didn't come to Earth to sit here on my laptop. And so then I started going up north, because if you relocate, you can cross the border. So I moved up north where everything was still normal, and it reminded me of what's normal. And up north, people know what's up, so it's good.
And you can never say 11 hours on a laptop in a lockdown is good for health. Being outside is good for health. Harry, are you learning the skateboarding from Tanya now?
She's motivating me to get on it, but to
Hey,
be
you
fair,
learned
like,
it,
nah,
right?
I did learn a bit, but
So you're kind of the power behind the throne. You're the admin guy who's
I'm
making
just on the social
You're the
media, and I'm
admin
just
guy.
doing the. It's actually not the admin, but it's just cool to like be involved, like, and see kids like kind of, you know, just being themselves and stuff on the skateboard. And
What are you seeing in terms of joy? Because all I'm hearing is squealing and happiness and exercise. What are you hearing?
exactly that,
Yeah.
screaming, joy, and ecstasy, happiness.
Do you know what I love, Tanya? We're right under the beehive, which is so kind of dead. It looks like a morgue up there. And there's so much life just below it. And they must be hearing the joy and thinking, how do we suppress joy like this? What do you feel? That this is for the long haul? You're willing to stay here and do this
Yes.
till we get the change?
Well, I'm going back to Auckland tomorrow.
Yeah.
These guys will keep it running, but I'm coming back on Monday.
Brilliant. Are you in this for the long haul, you guys?
Yeah, like, when I got the call to come here, I was like, this is me, I'm staying here until it's over.
This is like the most beautiful version of a revolution I've ever seen. This is love and squealing and happiness. It's really amazing. So what would you like, Tanya, to come out of all of this? What would you wish for from this whole beautiful community that's here? What would you like them to learn? Because they need to learn. They're not getting how big this revolution is. This love
I think
revolution.
they do get how big it is, but they're worried about it.
Yeah.
So what I want out of it is for the mandates to end. That's the first step. After that, there's a lot more digging that people have to start doing so they understand what's going on in the world.
Like what? What have you done to learn for other people your age who go, what's she talking about?
Look around you instead of what you're hearing. Look what's been worse for people. Around you, the mandates have been worse for people than the virus. That's the reality in New Zealand. That's what we can see. And then start looking at the media, and then start looking at other stuff, and start talking to people and start asking what's going on.
My God, you are a future leader of this country. Do you realize that? You know that, don't you? You're an absolute leader. I am so impressed with you. So that's something people are saying. If you come to Wellington and you go and switch on Radio New Zealand talking about what riffraff are here and how terrible it is, people are going, the media is lying. So every Kiwi should come here, shouldn't they, and see for themselves. What would you say to Kiwi about coming to Wellington right now?
Well, if you don't support this already, we're doing this for you. This is not just for us. And if you think we're crazy, look around you. It's kids skateboarding. This is not crazy. How can this be crazy? So you need to start listening and looking.
Could you follow up with a message down that camera to Jacinda Ardern? I ask a lot of people this. If she actually had the courage to come down and stand in front of you, now really go inside your heart for a moment and say that one moment, Tanya, to tell her from your heart what you want to say, what would it be?
I don't feel like you're in control of this anymore. And I don't feel like you have much of a choice anymore. But look around you. You're ruining people's lives. I know you didn't start off this way, but you're literally ruining our lives right now.
Powerful. Anything else?
The revolution's happening, and people know it.
And it's a love revolution. Harry's saying to you, she's walked down, she's standing in front of you. Just shut your eyes for a moment and go, what would I actually say if I had this one moment to speak to this person who's just a servant of us?
I just need to think about this for a second, is that right? I think you need to look outside your front doorstep and actually see, like, you were born and raised a Kiwi. You tell us that you worked in a fish and chip shop. Like, you must have looked around you when you're working there, and like, see what real Kiwis are up to. And we are suffering right now. And you're destroying families and generations. Like, we just want our normal lives back. We want the Kiwi way back. And we want that to start today.
You guys are both amazing. I'm going to give you both a big hug. I'm so proud of you. My God, there's hope for New Zealand when you're doing this. Well done. So who do we give our thanks to? Say again, the firm that gave you these?
ISO Backdoor, was it Backdoor Wellington? Or just Backdoor in general?
Just say Backdoor.
Yeah, Backdoor New Zealand, they gave us the skateboards.
And we also need the name of your Facebook page for people to support.
Alright, so you can follow us on Instagram at freedomskate.nz, and that's the only social we have up at the moment, but just follow us on there and then you can connect to our other socials in the future.
Brilliant. And we want as much equipment, skateboarding,
Yes,
half pipe,
please.
anything else, Tanya. What else?
If we can get cones or barriers.
Yep. Brilliant. But not the police barriers. Nice
No.
barriers. Okay, so cones, and you want a half pipe, and you need more boards.
No, we're good for now.
Okay,
For now.
great. Keep in touch.
Thank you so much.
Big salute to you both. Gorgeous.
And it's
So
called
beautiful.
Freedom Skate.
Freedom Skate. And it's called Freedom Skate. That's what we need to say. Great.
Freedom Skate.
Freedom Skate.